And welcome back. Another day, another trade, or two, or three, or more.
Just gonna cost too much in terms of like finance. Then America.
So, already in a long, I've been in a long since around, well, let me check. $318. Anyone here yet? I didn't check the chat. Nope. Cool. Making the money. Still no one here. No one watching. Missing this masterpiece. Let's see. Tune into some news about this war.
Everyone was terrified. She couldn't take it. And they didn't suspect her. They didn't suspect her, right? They suspected some of the others that would make the mistake, like the test and everything. And she couldn't take it. So she actually walked into the office, opened the door, the intelligence officer was there, her boss was there, one of her colleagues was being interrogated, and she said, "It's me. I did it." And oh my sweet. Okay. I did it. Sorry, guys, I'm just gonna give some I'm not that's been a second. Okay, so yeah, I know it's really good, right? So she walked in and said it was me, I did it. And her boss stands up and says, "Oh my god, no." And she said, "I did it." Wow. They take all the belongings of her, they escort her out, and they take her straight, right? And her colleagues on the floor and looking at her they're in shock, they don't know what to say. So they take her, they lock her up, and then they start questioning her, and she gets the lawyer that she signed, on the at the time, their sign is called a duty lawyer or whatever it is. And they're asking her questions, saying, "Have you ever done this before? What made you do this?" And she was like, "It's a matter of public interest. If we go to war, a lot of people are going to die." and I'm trying to stop these deaths and stuff. So they bail her. And when they bail her, her husband's waiting outside, and the lawyer that she had inside approached her and said, look, I can't do this. Is way bigger than me. This is like government level, and I'm just like a duty brief. I'm a duty lawyer. I'm a duty solicitor. So I don't know if you've heard of an organization called Liberty, but Liberty fight cases like this, like yours, against the government, and sometimes for free as well. So you might want to approach them, and maybe they can help you. So she takes the card and says, oh, thank you very much, and she goes home. And then what happens is she goes to Liberty and she speaks to them and says, okay, can you take my case? This is why I did it and everything. In the meantime, the government goes all out, okay? All out. Her place is ransacked top to bottom. And how does her husband find out she's been arrested, by the way, and taken in? He comes home from work. He works in a cafe. He comes home from work and he finds like 6 men in the house turning it over. And he's like, who are you? Who are you? Where's my wife? And they're searching the house top to bottom. They just turned it upside down. And that's how he found out she was actually in prison. So then he gets bailed and they come home and she's really scared. And they make her wait about 18 months without a job to tell her she's going to be charged. And she gets charged with treason. And she's looking at life in prison. She gets told that if she pleads guilty, they could potentially give her 12 months to 2 years. If she pleads not guilty, then she's going to, if she's found guilty, she's going to spend her whole life in prison. In the meantime, telling her what they do is one day, they just drag her away and put him in an immigration.
Eating with the background noise. Wow. If anyone is watching, let me know. If you want to hear the news in the background. I guess someone is watching. Oh, I'm starting to not like this. Yeah, it needs to get above this weekly gap. my average entry price because I added at right around here 103. No, my entry is here at 69. I'll probably take these lows here now. Almost 7. I don't like this audio. Let me try to reset. Test. Yeah, sounds better. All right. No one voted in the poll. Let's go. Here's my coffee. Excuse me. Yep, coming for those lows. Right here. Really don't want to see price go below, like around here. Let's see what these signals are giving me here. Next idea, trade idea, short at 179. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I might come back down here. I would not like that, but it might. I would actually then close 2 of the 4 contracts that I still have left as runners. Yeah, let's do that. $30. At 66. Actually, gonna close everything. Just put my stop loss here at 66, and then it is what it is. Right at entry 69. I'm not gonna complain if it hits my stop loss at break even after I already took most of it off at bagging in 150 points. Not gonna complain. I can't complain about that. Just can't. It's already like trade of the day, actually trade of the week so far. Oh wait, did that signal? Yeah, canceled that signal. Let's look at the 1 minute. Why Is this weird? So this looks like a reaccumulation schematic, Wyckoff schematic. Let me take a look here real quick. Wyckoff. Yeah. Only problem being that it made this lower low, but I will not count it out yet. This could have been a spring here. Let's just see. All right, let's listen into some more news, if there are any.
The internet seems convinced that it's to cover for pedophiles, which I think is horrible insofar as it's actively impeding the ability of the general public to develop a rational understanding or a rational critique of what's going on. And I just woke up and saw that this guy from Morandi or whatever his name is, I guess he's reading this chosen English-speaking Appalachian, is being hailed across the platform as some brilliant, intrepid, brave defender of truth and justice when he's going around in all his media appearances declaring that there's something called the, quote, Epstein Coalition that has deployed, quote, soldiers of the Epstein regime to the Arab Gulf states, and that's what's currently waging this war. Which, I'm sorry, if that's the message he's propounding, and if that's the message that's being believed by the broad public that is distinctly critical, as I am, of this mess, then all that's doing is fomenting continued and actively impeding the ability of anybody to rationally comprehend what's going on. It does nothing to diminish Trump and Israel's ability to perpetrate this war. It does nothing to enhance anybody's understanding of the nature and causes of the war. And, it might juice the algorithm further. I know Suleiman and other people have been really fixated on the Epstein files, quote unquote, and, pointing out little snippets of emails that are decontextualized that they can then tell everybody indicates that there's some massive pedophile crisis or that it's a giant child rape ring, or even if you want to go even further as they have, I don't know specifically, but even if you want to go even further and add a layer of like cannibalism and child and like infants.
Getting crazy there. Crazy debate.
This Epstein fixation now has become an active obstacle to what I've always tried to do, which is encourage a rational critique of U.S. foreign policy, of the U.S. relationship with Israel, etc. So if the number one defender of Iran right now, the government operative, who they're putting out on all this English language media, and I happen to see him on Channel 4 in the UK, is going around blurting out this nonsense about an Epstein coalition, soldiers of the Epstein regime, because you think that it's going to save the Iranian state, which is currently being obliterated. Okay, let's not be stupid about it.
All right. Well, yeah, please. Just one on the record. I don't want anyone to interrupt because we do have a response. And first thing I'll just say, Michael, and I do want you to continue, and nobody's going to interrupt you, is Suleiman didn't put out tweets about cannibalism.
Okay,
so, he did not. Yeah.
Tweets that were highly incendiary, right?
Oh, then everybody put out.
That's right. Everybody did. That's right.
He hasn't conflated. Yeah, he did, but he hasn't conflated Epstein and this. So when you're talking about Professor Morandi.
So hours ago, I'm going to regret never pointing out how ludicrous it was for Professor Mamandi, or whatever his name is, to Morandi, to ramble to mass audiences about an Epstein coalition. He did jump in and denounce me for that. So
they called it the Epstein class, Michael.
What?
Correction. He did.
Andrew, sorry. Can you just, Andrew? I'm trying to mute your mic. I'm sorry. I don't want anyone to interrupt, Michael.
Right now, okay? Why? When people talk about the quote Epstein coalition or soldiers of the Epstein regime, what are they saying? What is the popular instant assumption when people hear Epstein coalition? It's about
Epstein class is what he calls it, Michael. I'm trying to correct you.
It's about a coalition of government actors who are colluding amongst each other to cover up for a mass pedophilic rape. That's what people believe that means. Okay, let's not be coy about it. That's the message. Okay, and if that's the message that you are propounding, as you're right, everybody did over the past several weeks and even months, because that's what algorithmically was incentivized on every social media platform, including both the TikTok, Instagram, and so forth. Okay, So you are participating in fomenting a mass delusion that now we see, as I always try to warn, is having very real world consequences as to an ongoing conflagration in the Middle East. And yeah, it's fun and exciting to speculate about the pedos. I get it. However, if what you want to do is encourage a rational critique of a conflagration like this, then you are an active obstacle to that. And it's doing nothing to
All right.
demonstrate.
Enough of this debate. When price sweeps liquidity but doesn't display strongly, do you still consider it a valid entry? Depends, but can you tell me how the sound is? How's the quality? Especially with the news in the background. Yeah, so the answer to your question is yes. It could still be a valid entry. Okay, not liking this, rejecting from the weekly gap. Yes, yeah, let's be optimistic. I got optimistic about this trade right now. I just want to see a close above here, which we're getting right now on the 1 minute anyway. Let's go. Take some more off. around here. Maybe even here. 170. Yeah.
First of all, I don't see much data bearing that out. I see data coming in that pretty much going that the demographic, I think that the most part of these supported self-described manga public 90% of them support the most.
Volume imbalance right over here. Let's see. Oh, I got 2 viewers. Well, hello, viewers. Oh, okay. Your sound is good. Even with the news in the background. I mean, I turned it off right now, but it was on a few minutes ago. Alright, so big green, or on my chart, white candles and small red candles, or whatever color I chose here. And volume here kind of supporting this. So I'm not surprised to see that. So who's still, I mean, who's watching right now besides Juliana? Let me know. Coming down here, probably for this imbalance here. Might come back here to this 5 minute. Seven 7:30. I know there are some news. Let me check here. $830. Yeah, unemployment. Okay. And because of the war that's going on, we might want to see what happens at 10:30 a.m. where we have natural gas storage news. Because as far as I heard, gas is in short supply for a lot of countries right now. All right, let me add this here. Hmm. 10:30. All right, looks like it's coming down here. One more time. It will probably stay in this range here until 8:30. But if it would confirm below here, then probably there is a small volume imbalance here. So we'll probably come back down here again if it confirms below here. I heard something like a radio, but it didn't affect me. Okay, so I guess that was the news in the background that you heard? Probably. I know, just kind of looks bearish right now, but, and it could come back down here. But all I'm gonna say is low resistance, I can't say it. Low resistance liquidity right over here. So if it comes back down around here, I'm gonna try another long from over here. Oh, actually, already on a limit order. Right here. I do have relative equal lows here, but I will give it a try over here if it comes back down here. Actually, yeah, 43. Well, we're seeing a bounce so far. Nothing gigantic, but a small bounce. Yep, a wick down here. Took me out. That's okay. I already bagged 150 points from that trade. So I'm not gonna complain.
And whatever harmful. So when we go then into the nitty gritty of, did it happen, did it not happen, we're taking away from that key point. Andrew, I don't know if Maze is back, but did you want to jump in?
Can I wrap up my point? I won't go into the details. I just want to tie it back. Like I was actually going to get to the point of.
All right, we got some
Can you just be really quick? 'Cause I want to go try and
news in the background. Not too loud, I hope. Well, I can really hear it. Try to make it a little bit louder.
Yes, sir.
And that it was being perpetrated by an Epstein coalition? No, I have not listened to the story on it.
Yes, sir. In all due
But I've heard him on other places as well. I heard him on a Mario space, or Mario stream, maybe 2 months ago, where he repeated nonsense like this before the
Yep.
files.
Yes, sir. You made it very clear.
All right, coming down more here.
Great mind, and we respect that. And I say this from charity, from the bottom of my heart. Please understand that you're missing the optic here. You're missing the entire essence with that interview. Please watch that interview that Suleiman had with Professor Morandi. I not only watched it, I studied it. Now, what he's really saying here, the reason why they're using the E. Epstein class narrative is to make a...
All right, it's gonna
And I'm gonna land it here. This is
most likely
war going on between
come down to at least here,
the Western
like 62,
This is not a war of even ideology. Now, here's where it gets really
and then I'm waiting with my long
Michael, if you went toe-to-toe,
at 43,
you both are of equal intellect, sir.
but we're getting pretty close to the 8:30 news.
With love in my heart, if you carefully listen, he said
But
people don't understand Iran views
only a gut feeling
based on
will
more
probably
good versus evil, and what
bounce from here.
evil
So
West, the corruption of the West,
still want to be stuck in a trade
and this is a class, and that's all.
during news.
That's all he's saying. This is good
If that's what
versus
he's saying, then the essence of what he's saying is pure bullshit. It's pure hysteria, fomenting bullshit. And I'm sorry, this cartoonish good versus evil narrative.
Especially because it's NFP week.
I'm sorry, the world is not black and white. It's not a Marvel movie or a fairy tale where everything can be spilled into good versus evil. Those are the types of stories you tell children who don't have the capacities of reasoning to understand gradations of morality. And so, no, I'm not going to countenance that. I'm going to actively oppose it and shame on Professor Morandi for developing credibility with people on the internet, such as yourself, I would imagine, and
Absolutely.
convincing them that this is a proper framing for this conflagration. Shame on him.
Are we gonna now?
Michael, why don't you just one second? I'll come to you, Abby. Michael, why don't you, if he was up for it, why don't you have a debate with Professor Morandi and let Suleiman moderate it? Why don't you do that?
Sure.
Are you up for it?
That's what.
Let me know
Michael?
how this works out. Is it too distracting, the news in the background, or does that work for you guys? If anyone is still watching.
Deny the fact that Epstein has strong ties and connections to this current Trump administration, given the fact that Epstein was closely connected to Alan Dershowitz, who's connected to
Let me see.
Trump and his history with Epstein. We've got Leon Black and all these donors that are just investing all their money into these politicians. Everyone is interconnected. To undermine that is just quite interesting. Yeah, I know you're down.
Okay.
Like I said, there's one girl, 15.
For people watching. Now again, what's happening with my... Oh.
You're trying to conflate, you're trying to put into Mr. Morandi, you're trying to put words into his mouth.
Getting close to my entry here. What's going on in my voice? Sounds very quiet.
Is deep
Let me
connections.
reset my audio
Yes,
settings
they are
here.
ultimately Trump's the head of the snake, and Trump's the head of the snake. He's one of those Epstein fanboys. He's very close to Epstein. He's very close to Ghislaine Maxwell's daddy. You know, there's pictures of Donald Trump with Khashoggi and what's his name, Maxwell. What's Maxwell's Ghislaine Maxwell's dad's name? Robert Maxwell. Like these relationships go deep, and that's what he's insinuating. All right, so Michael Tracy, the way you're trying to say, oh, it's pedophilia. No. Well, look, what I can tell you right now, for a fact that
Test. Okay. That works. I'm already in the trade. Alright, let me turn on the news back on here.
Well, Michael, I've got you on
Um,
record saying that Jeffrey Epstein is a sexual
I'm
predator.
gonna
Do you
turn
deny
it
this?
down. The news.
Do you deny?
He pleaded guilty to
Big
not on
debate
one time, not
in the
on one time.
background. I'm gonna turn it down.
No. Do you deny?
Alright. All right. So my trade is in the green. I'm gonna take some profits here, I think, in a minute. Yeah, kind of missed it. Should have taken profits at around 60, but let's see. Let's give it some time here. I'm gonna try and wait till around here. Like maybe 75. Take some off. Come on. Again. Does my voice sound like really far away? Why? Why does this happen? I almost take profit here. I'm gonna take almost there. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna take some off right now.
He's doing it for Israel. It's for you. And the reason why, Michael, let me finish.
So almost 30 points so far.
Let me finish, and then I'll give you the mic, right? He's doing
Now I'm just gonna keep a couple of runners here. Let's see. Again, now. Don't know what's going on with these constant audio problems.
Of the United States to do this. Trump was the only one foolish enough to do it. It is natural that files, right? Let me give you a couple of things here right now. Listen to me. There are people that believe that Epstein files was about blackmail. Those people that believe that.
Okay.
Why Trump did this, war with Iran, and no other president did.
Guys, definitely take some profits here. We have the news in about 30 minutes. It can take you out. So,
even if they believe that, the facts on the table, that's their opinion, right? Opinions don't change the facts.
don't don't be greedy.
Have attacked Iran with Israel. They have
Always take profits.
well, actually going over thousands of people now. They did attack a school and kill 160 girls. They
And
have done this
again, this was like
into a war. Now,
almost a
corruption, whether they did it for fill their pockets up with
to the tick perfect entry.
people give, it doesn't change the facts on the ground. So how is it damaging? Whatever they think.
Minimal drawdown for like a few seconds, I think it was. Give me a like. Give me a like. Come on, this deserves a like. Give me a like. Vote in that poll here in the chat. Maybe even subscribe.
By the quote deep state, I guess, that Iran was trying to assassinate him. He actually just repeated that as another motivation for why he attacked him a few days ago. He appointed all these hardcore Republican hawks to his administration, despite this fictitious nonsense from RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard and Joe Rogan and Elon Musk that Trump was going to come in and purge the so-called neocons. He appointed as his defense secretary, or now quote-unquote war secretary, Pete Hegseth, somebody who went around championing the idea that the U.S. ought to bomb Iran. He then did bomb Iran last June, okay? And that was before anybody thought that it had anything to do with a quote Epstein cover-up. He then
And you guys can
orchestrated the reimposition of
put your stop loss like
Michael, it's semantics. It's semantics.
It's not
It's
semantics.
semantics.
This
What
is
they
what-
did this
Uh,
time.
doing this. And then, so these are the reasons why he's doing it. And then
probably
I think very critically, and people don't seem to have any
I would just put it right below the slow here. Really tight because I might hold these runners through the news. If you didn't take any profits yet, I don't know. I wouldn't hold through the news. I took the bigger part off already, so it's low risk for me right now. Also, I already had a big trade earlier, so I'm pretty safe for today.
Right, Michael, there's two things. First of all, the last part of your statement. Well, who would cause more damage if they're wrong? The people that are delusional, that think, or are in a moral panic, I mean, that if they got that wrong, what would happen? Oh, well, the war ended, and maybe the war was necessary, right? If the people that are doing the war right now get it wrong, then we know what happens before, because we've done it 2 times before in my lifetime, Afghanistan and Iraq.
Well,
So they're not
4 or 5
comparable.
times if you want to include Syria, Libya, etc.
Yeah, there's less ground troops, but yeah, fair point. The other
In terms
thing,
of collapsing estates.
yeah, well, Michael, the other thing though is that I think the real delusion is calling this at best, to your argument, at best it's a daydream by Trump. I think the real delusion is when people think that he has these grand plans, or he has these grand ambitions, he wants to be Alexander the Great. No,
this guy is barely thinking about anything but himself. I think that is honestly the truth, and people need to accept that. He's not like us.
Good morning, crypto time.
Most of which have had, I'm sorry to say, nothing to do with Israel, in that they've been about the Western Hemisphere. So you have Venezuela recently, you have the Greenland whole escapade, you have him saying he's going to take over Panama, you have him now saying he's going to take over Cuba, you have him, yes, him declaring himself the ruler of Venezuela. He's now suggesting that he's going to declare himself the ruler
All right.
of Iran as well.
Well,
He's already declared himself the ruler of
took my runners here.
And so, yeah, I think it's in the same paradigm. And you can say Trump has no business with anything, but like, however inchoate his personal ambitions are, or however articulate he can or cannot articulate them, and he's not very articulate, no doubt, no argument for me there. There was a
Decent scalp though, almost 30 points. That's fine by me. See, now for the people that didn't take any profits, and now you got stopped out in a loss, shame on you. I told you. I told you, I told you, I told you. Take profits and move your stop loss.
Okay, guys, listen, we're just getting off topic here now, right? At the end of right, no, listen, no, this is the breaking news, babe.
Wow. Most people are debating hard. I still think here price is gonna go up. 22 minutes until news. So
no, because I don't want to debate. This is supposed to be a breaking news. I can't even see you on the mic, and you're talking over me right now.
okay, she's trying to tell us some breaking news, but she's not getting through.
Michael came up with one point. He didn't come up with the nitty-gritty of Epstein files and who was a pedophile and who wasn't. He didn't come up with the whole... Can I finish? He wasn't talking about that when he came up. When he came up, he was saying people conflating Trump's actions in Iran and saying it's because of Epstein and a cover-up on Epstein and Epstein class and Epstein coalition. That is really damaging to what's happening right now. And that's a really easy point to debunk. But if you make it about this and that, look, I firmly believe this war was for Israel. Sorry, do you know what? Let me just...
All right, it's getting kind of crazy.
Like, just because you came in late, you're still talking over me.
In the background here, the background news.
So I'm trying to tell you, I don't want to drag this on. I want to go to Andrew. If Maze is back, I want to go to, and then I want to get back to Iran. So finish your point really quickly, Ivy, and then I want to go to Andrew, and then I want to wrap this up.
Okay, yeah, so I agree on the solutions and the manic state thing, but we have to silo the different ones, because the ones that were put into his head by Israel, and then keep whispering and exciting his manic state, are the ones like Iran, of course Gaza, and arguably Venezuela, because it prepared them for the oil shortage that's coming. But whereas Greenland and Cuba and Panama, those I think are just fully on the side of what you said. But there is some nuance here. I think everyone would agree that the mania is a factor, but even the people that think it's mostly Israel.
My argument is that mania, or whatever the factors are specific to Trump, are being undersold here as the salient proximate cause. incredibly important role in influencing American
It might be going for these lows here.
but I think there's a reason why Trump
Let me actually take a look at ES.
Rubicon randomly in the dead of night a few days ago, and kill the supreme leader and collapse the Iranian state.
Hmm.
And it flows from these delusions of grandeur, much more decisively, I would argue, than the myopic emphasis that people want to place on Israel itself. I mean, the Israel lobby is not into
Yeah,
the United States.
similar. It's,
Foreign policy initiative, the signature initiative,
I wouldn't call these
Israelis bitterly opposed.
equal lows, but it is a low here.
They got enacted anyway. So yes, there are particular features of Trump.
And who broke it up?
There are Donald Trump. There are particular features of Trump that I think are much more explanatory in this current conflagration than just having this myopic kind of single-minded focus on Israel as the be-all, end-all of everything ever. And because you can't make that argument with respect to Greenland, you can't make it with respect to Venezuela, seriously, or Panama, or Cuba, right? That would be absurd. You can make it to some degree, obviously, but more reasonably with Iran or Gaza, no doubt. But
Okay, well,
paradigm, that's what I would argue. And so, yeah,
can't really say that this
and the point about the assassination attempt on Trump,
schematic worked out here,
I think that sort of inaugurated a new phase of his mania,
but
delusions of grandeur, and that
we made some profits here.
role that Iran tried to assassinate him twice. And if you look into the details of those purported assassination attempts, I mean, they're a farce. So, yeah.
I think we agree though. Pretty good.
Right. Right. Okay. So, the only reason that Trump has attacked Iran is for Israel. Iran gave him everything he parroted he wanted on that negotiating table. The chief of the IAEA has turned around and said they had 0 nukes. They put everything on the table. The mediator, Amman, has turned around and said they gave America everything they wanted. They met in Geneva on the Friday. They were due to meet in Vienna on the Monday, and Trump attacked, whether they did or not, but it doesn't matter because he's complicit. Trump/Israel, or both of them, attacked on the Saturday. They did this for Israel. Now, when I tell you that people see Trump's links to, his friendship with Epstein, and to Ghislaine Maxwell link, Ghislaine's links to Mossad, Israel's, influence over America, Netanyahu's influence over America, all of this, and they want to conflate them. I don't care, Michael. People are being killed. I don't care what people give as the reason. The fact is he's done it, and he needs to be stopped. Now, if it means that if they stopped using the Epstein narrative and this would stop, then I'm on board with you.
Okay,
Absolutely,
well, you
100%.
may not care about the mass propagation of delusional fantasies as to U.S.
I
foreign
care about the
policy.
people being
I
killed,
care about
Michael.
that.
I don't
I
care about
people
this.
being killed as
No,
well,
no,
but I also
no.
think that it's more than necessary.
They're really getting into it now.
That has real-world impact as well in terms of how people take
Right, okay,
political
real
action.
time, Michael,
I
real
mean,
time.
you don't
No,
think-
wait,
you
you
don't think
interrupted
inhibiting
me.
people's ability to take rational political action is a problem?
You interrupted me, Michael, right? Yes, we had this discussion 6 weeks ago, and we
All right.
focused solely on Epstein.
This
right?
might have been
What
low,
about now?
in the low
I
here.
don't really care. Epstein
This
is
daily
awesome, like Prince Andrew,
gap.
whatever happened, Mandelson, whatever happened, if it's in the headlines today, I'm not going to open a space about it. I don't care. Whatever the police want to do with Mandelson and Andrew and whatever. Yes, I know that Virginia Giuffre was like, 17 and stuff. I know all of that, right? And I did go and look at the deposition you talked about. So, yes, all of that, but really...
This is still here. Low resistance liquidity.
How damaging it is and how they should have rational thinking with 160 children being killed in school because Israel bombed
News in about
and we think they're
15 minutes.
Are we really going to go there?
Going around peddling this nonsense about the Epstein coalition and soldiers of the Epstein regime. I'm not saying that him doing that is equivalent morally or demands the same attention to us necessarily as 100 girls being killed in a school. I'm saying that if we want to understand why 100 girls were just killed in the school, and if we want to rationally critique it, being peddled with this nonsense is an active impediment to that. That's my point.
By
Michael, I have a question for you. I actually agree with most of what you're saying, but can you give me an example of where a war was ever waged where no one was propagating fantasy? I mean,
No, probably.
is there ever a war that's ever been
No, that's the
justified?
hallmark of most wars. I agree with that. That's why I invoke that supermajorities of the American public believe that Saddam Hussein did 9/11. So this is another instantiation of that, I would say.
Dude, a portion of the American population believe that men are women. So anybody can believe anything if you keep pump information.
Okay, and if you want to disabuse people of propagandist delusions, then I think you should, because that's always a worthwhile.
No, I don't agree with it. I think a lot of the reasons, and look, I kind of agree with both, both the co-hosts and yourself. I mean, dude, Trump, and everybody already said it, and everybody agrees. He's an egomaniac, narcissist. Okay, nobody tells him what to do. However, the guy has had negative opinions about the Ayatollah since the 80s. So to convince him to do something like this must have been really easy. He just had a huge success in Venezuela. His ego was probably through the roof.
What was
They said,
successful
"Listen,
about that? How many people died in that operation?
in Venezuela, are you talking about the boats, or are you talking about just plucking the president out of
Talking in
town?
general, yeah, the boats and then the incursion on January 3rd. How many people died? We're going to call that a
Americans?
We're going to declare that a success.
How many Americans died? I don't
Still
know.
hear a small volume imbalance.
I mean, listen, dude. I want to tell you
Did you
one
vote
thing.
for Trump?
First off,
by any chance?
I did,
Okay,
but let me
yeah,
explain. I did vote for Trump, but I only started paying attention to Trump in 2024 during the elections. It wasn't for him; it was for what the Democrats were doing in the country to begin with. Now, I voted for Trump, but I don't agree with this. By the way, I don't agree with this war. Like, I voted
Well, you
for
voted
Trump
for
based
it.
on America
So
first.
enjoy
On America
reaping
first.
what you sowed.
Okay.
If it wouldn't be that close to news, I will get in here again.
That's not fair. And by the way,
Again at
just one second.
43.
Just because Americans
But
die and Venezuelans
now,
doesn't make anything a success, okay?
I
And
think
can't
I'll just
say
wait
that, and I can't
after news.
I resent anybody saying, oh, Americans
Yeah, this
die
might
and success.
just rip up like one candle here,
No,
like
no,
100 points.
said, who's talking?
Hold on.
Is that Red?
Yeah, it's red right now. So my point is,
Yeah.
I didn't
So
vote for
Red,
this.
Red, listen. Red, don't talk over me, okay? You literally said it was a success, and Michael was correcting you, and you said no. Died. What I'm saying is that's
I might give it a try
the world. Humanity.
because I had that big trade, so
It's still a human life.
I'm pretty safe.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, my point is,
It's gonna take a lot
I voted for focusing on the problem.
to get me in the red today,
I don't agree with this war in Iran. Okay, I didn't
so I have a big cushion.
but the problem is, it's like, so how do we get out of this? How do we get out of this empire?
Try with a small position here, very small size. Only because, like I said, this is a low resistance liquidity, and we have a lot of volume here, and it's just high reward if it works out. So risk.
Well, the only thing that we could do is education, and I don't know what's going on with the next elections, but
Okay, that's fine.
Again, I went in with very, very, very small size, like a fifth of the size that I used for this trade, for this 150 point trade. So I'm pretty safe here. If you want to try that trade, like take the smallest size possible. So futures, like take 1 micro. And actually only take that if you can afford like a huge stop loss. So if that's a lot for you, even with 1 micro, then do not take this trade. You could probably put your stop loss below here. But the volatility with the news might take it. There's still pretty decent possibility that it could take this low. So I'm gonna put my stop loss below here. Huge stop loss. But right now I can afford it. All right, about 7 minutes left until news. Again, I will take some profits here again if the price doesn't just explode up. If it's like kind of slow, yeah, I will definitely take profits here.
Prince Andrew's thing came out then, and he was the only one that came out then with the Epstein link, right? I'm talking like 6, 7, 8 years ago or something. And when they paid off Virginia Griffey, when they were trying to extradite Andrew, and they paid off Virginia Griffey with like £12 million or something, $10 million. I can't remember how much, but it was about 10, £12 million or something like that. I looked into his events at that time, and he always said she was 17, and I looked that up, and she was 17, and he says it was the legal age of consent is 16 in England. Doesn't make it right or whatever, but he's saying therefore it's not paedophilia.
I'll go to the 5 minute here, but maybe I should go to the 15. So there is a volume imbalance here. So yeah, your stop loss has to be at least below here. Might even hit it like in a minute. If you can afford, then yeah, put your stop loss below this line here. If you can't afford taking that loss here, below here, you shouldn't be in this trade. If price comes up here before the news, I'm still gonna take profits. Okay, this audio sounds not great. Okay, about half a minute here until news. So this volume imbalance here, this or gap, if you want to call it that, is still open. So price might come down here, take it. Oh, here we go. All right. Get ready. Didn't get all the way up here, but get ready to take some profits. See, I probably would have taken already some at 70, but I missed it. Now it's coming back down. Yep. So I'm thinking it will get that imbalance here. But then I want to see it go back up. If it doesn't, I might just close the trade. Okay, let's see here. Come on. I do not like it. I want to see a big move now, bigger move up. May bounce here. Kind of, but it's pretty slow. Let's, let's go. There's an imbalance here that hasn't been taken. Yeah, I don't want to see chop here, but looks like that's what we're getting. So I only have 2 micros, but I think I'm gonna take one off here, de-risk. Push the wrong button here again. Let me just check the news just to make sure that wasn't very extreme. I don't think it was because price is moving kind of slow. No. 215,000 forecast, actual 213. So I don't like how price is below this node here. So it might struggle to go back up.
Right? That he's hated.
Divert the people of America against their government and try win this war, or whether it's through propaganda or through other ways. It's the same way saying how Trump said to the people of Iran, go take over your government, calling them an illegitimate regime and everything. And I would say that Trump probably calling Joe Biden Sleepy Joe is more damaging than Professor Morandi calling what do you call it, Trump's regime, the Epstein coalition, whatever.
What's
I
really
am now gonna
damaging
call
is
it-
Epstein. Like what Epstein's like.
I'm gonna start calling it the Epstein Coalition now.
Yeah, so
all day, every day. Okay.
this
Post about it.
midpoint or
Just
CE
because I
lines up
am
nicely
happy that
with the low
pisses him
of
off,
this
okay? Because I mean, you know,
volume node here.
let me put a little thorn in your side, just so you
And
know.
yeah, now it's
The Epstein files were a hoax.
price is having a bad time,
Okay, a hoax. Man, it's
or
fine.
bulls,
Yeah.
that is.
I'm gonna be petty just for a day.
The
Anyway,
biggest supporter I've seen of him was Captive Dreamer, and he's got posts saying like 14-year-olds are basically fair game. you know, and he's like, you know, you're a sex negative prude, direct quotes. If you don't support that, I think they call it, they say it's not pedophilia, it's epiphilia, like what Nick Fuentes was trying to say, kind of thing. So it's like people like that are supporting it. It's yeah, it's a bit dodgy.
Did you say sex negative? Is that the word?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
What does that
He said
even
sex
mean?
negative
I don't even know.
prude. Yeah, what does it mean exactly? It means what you think it means. It's yeah. He's like, I live in Italy where the age of consent is 14. What are you all panicking about, basically?
There's all kinds of
Let's
there's this like I'm like scrolling. It's
look
like,
at this 15-minute chart.
Lebanon says it will arrest all members of Iran's IRGC present in the country.
Yeah, so we do have a
The hell?
volume imbalance here.
Sorry. I mean, I don't know.
920.
Doing it's arresting all members of IRGC in the country.
Huh?
What did it say? Lebanon said what?
Let's see. Let's see if it takes this low. And
This is the class.
That's just
if it does, let's see.
yeah.
It's not
Well, they've got a
too far. Well, like 50 points still.
Are they classing the staff?
It's
in
not
the embassy
that
as
big of a
IRGC? How are they even confirming
distance right now
I'm going to
with the volatility.
Okay, so Lebanon's Prime Minister Nawaf Salam announced during a March 5th, 2026 cabinet session that authorities must arrest all IRGC members in the country, ban their activities, and deport them while reinstating visa requirements for Iranians. The directive emerges amid a weakened Hezbollah following Israel's February 2026 offensive in southern Lebanon, which killed key IRGC-linked commanders and disrupted Iranian proxies networks. Excuse me, enabling Beirut to assert state control. Though a bold step toward reducing foreign influence, enforcement risks internal clashes with Hezbollah remnants and external Iranian reprisals, as evidenced by recent arrests of only a dozen armed affiliates rather than widespread IRGC detentions. So, I don't know.
But we still have this on the 15-minute here as well.
Actual prime minister and what his stance is. I don't know much about that, but
I heard they were arresting Hezbollah members yesterday or the day before.
So I want to see price get back above here.
okay. So also there's
And then it should take at least this.
Foreign Minister, we strongly condemn the UAV attacks carried out today in Azerbaijan, Autonomous Republic. We once again emphasize that the attacks targeting third
But definitely has to
and increase
get above
the risk
here
of
first.
spreading
If it
must
can't,
end as soon as possible.
um,
We stand with
well,
Azerbaijan, as it always
then it's gonna
okay, so this
come
is
down
a
here.
Saudi expert confirms to Al Arabia arrest of Mossad agents in Saudi Arabia and Qatar. They were planning false flag bombings to drag them into war with Iran. Israel's self-defense always means making everyone else fight their war.
So we've got something that's confirmed now. So the IOGC has confirmed that a US F-15E Strike Eagle was targeted in Iran. That's a fighter jet in Iran's southwest. The IOGC public relations team says that in the early hours of Wednesday morning, a US two-seater multi-role fighter jet, the F-15E Strike Eagle, was successfully engaged in the IOGC modern air defense systems and crashed in the outskirts of the country's southwestern borders. Yeah, so we don't know what's happening to the pilot still.
So Iran continues to claim that it's not intentionally. See, I don't know. Like this is from the OSINT, whatever it might be.
Yeah, looking at this, you really think it wants to take this low here.
Yeah, I kind of pinged
And if it doesn't get above
See what the others
here,
usually a lot of times
then
similar.
it probably will.
But yeah, thank you for letting me know. I found out when I forgot who
But then
said that.
I want to see if it comes down here.
But okay. So okay, that was the U.S. Defense Secretary. They're supposed to have a press conference today at 4:30 p.m. By the way. I saw something about negotiations somewhere. I don't know where it went though. I lost it. But yeah, I think that's it for now.
I think we're going to see a flood of opposition in every form of psyop and distraction you can imagine. So we have to really not get. That's why I'm so glad Beatrice didn't want us to get into the weeds with Discovery, because they'll bury.
And kind of though,
Discovery, and that's what
we have some
Beatrice was trying to
relative
do, the fray,
equal highs
to be
here.
focused on it. And just
Yeah,
watch
it's,
that
you
interview
could
with
argue if
Professor
it's
Ron.
at all equal or not.
It's about good versus evil.
It's definitely at least a high here.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. You made a really good point.
I think
Right, let's get back to the.
price is trying to decide if it wants to take this first or this.
Iranians claim to have destroyed 7 American and Israeli
Yeah.
radars so far.
First, let's see if it can get
Iranian
back
officials
up
have begun
over here.
the plan to govern the country under conditions of prolonged conflict. We did report this yesterday, actually. Iran, according to Israeli estimates, right? Take it for what you will. Iran still has an arsenal of 2,500 ballistic missiles of various ranges and continues their production. And apparently, Israeli Minister of Defense Katz said, "We will eliminate Khamenei's successor. We will eliminate Khamenei's successor."
Trump called the Kurdish leaders to tell them that they can either side with America and Israel or they can side with Iran. They really are putting on the pressure on the Kurds.
Oh yeah, you can see it increase like crazy.
Please see Mo Easy wants to come up. He asked if you could bring him up. He's cool.
Mo Easy, which one's that? Freaking, which
Here,
one's Mo Easy?
I'll send you his tag in the TM.
Hey, feel free to drop me. I gotta head off if you need space.
No, we're good for spaces, thanks. It's just like there's a few modes that come to mind, and some of them I'm like, oh no, I don't know.
I just would hate to
check which one Mo Easy is.
having to sit through chop here until the open.
Although I love my weirdos, some of them are damn crazy.
You do, Maze. That's what makes you unique. Yeah, we can bring Mo Easy up.
Gonna have a snack here.
And Ryan said the same thing, how tragic they've been used and used over and over again by the U.S.
Yeah.
Should I even keep the music on? Or is the news in the background entertaining enough?
Here on the East Coast. Please repost the space. Welcome. Grab a cup of coffee. We're going through all of the news. As you guys know, it's a 24/7 news coverage covering the Iran war. I'm going to call it the Epstein classes war in the Middle East. How you like that, Tracy? Anyway, So, but yeah, guys, repost the space, please, and make sure that you are going and liking and commenting on all of the posts that are coming out, and make sure you're setting the notifications on, because while these spaces do crash, and that way you'll get notified if a new one's open. And with that being said, if you come across any breaking news, just tag any one of us up here, and then we can announce that as well.
Yeah, I guess
And Mo,
we're gonna sit through
for instructions
chop
to
here.
leave the space and then
Oh no, sorry, my
enter-
bad. I didn't send it. Let me send it. I'm so sorry.
That's so funny.
Poor
Okay.
guy's probably waiting, thinking, hang on a minute. Yeah, so Mo, when I send you this now, you'll have to I'm sending
Let's
it to you
go.
right now. You'll have to leave the space and go to your DMs. There it's sent, and then rejoin the space from that link I've just sent you. So leave the space and then rejoin from that link I've just sent you. Good reminder, Maze. Thank you.
Sure. Gio has his hand up. He's so well mannered up here, like all of the manners and the etiquette with the hand raising. Go ahead, Gio.
I was just gonna say, I saw
1 minute.
Suleiman
10
minutes ago.
1 minute
It
chart.
was about a Saudi expert confirming about the arrest of the Mossad agents.
So now we have low resistance here.
Say that again. Say that again.
It was a Saudi
And this
expert confirming
volume imbalance here.
about the arrest of the Mossad agents
Yeah.
in Saudi Arabia and Qatar.
Like the open is gonna like,
Somebody's spoken about it. Have they openly?
Yeah, it was a Saudi expert.
well, we still have
And who did they
plenty of
speak to
time,
about
but
it?
Al Arabia. It's like
if this is like not taken, and this is not taken, you can already imagine what the open will look like. It's gonna like bam, bam, like very fast moves down here and maybe up there,
confirming it.
or it could be the other way around.
Because I know Al Jazeera is funded by
But this is just like a setup.
I don't know. Could be the UAE. I don't know. But I just
Like when price comes back down here, it will be fast.
And that's not true.
Yeah, but this one's an actual interview.
And it could come back down before the before the
That's what I'm
open.
saying. Yeah, it's a mixed bag, so this is good. Okay. Let's
Marisi's
go.
up here. He put his hand.
Yeah, let's go to Marisi.
Hey Beatrice, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Mo? I'm sorry for questioning your identity.
Yeah, I was
Like,
hearing
which
you guys
one is this?
discuss me. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm getting this.
Alright, back to the 5 minute.
Maze is unique. Maze is unique because she's got a mixed bag, right? We've got shared followers, and then she's got a mixed bag of some others where I'm like, Rick, seriously, Maze, 24-hour, like space 6 days in. Do we really want to go there? So I have to like just say which one's that. But anyway, yeah, no, welcome.
Alright, so I want to see price stay above
And let her have
around here,
a lot of.
which again is a
You know what I've been noticing is these spaces are under heavy attack. When I jump into the Mario space, I'm actually
this midpoint.
it's not like this.
At least stay above
Brought up,
here.
brought down. They have huge numbers.
But in 1 minute we
They
saw
have like 50 comments, 100 comments. You guys have like thousands of comments. So it doesn't even make sense. Like, so
this is
now, the reason why I want to come up is because oh my god, that Michael guy got me so angry.
usually price moves really fast
That guy, let me tell you.
Yeah, Mo,
in a range
you know,
like this.
we had a lot of complaints about the fact that he was even on the panel, and so just talk about Iran, please, and fix your mic because your mic's really bad.
Is it clear or is my voice clear or no?
No, it's not. It seems like you're far away from your mic.
Okay, give me 1 second. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So the point about the Iran war that he made, I just want to talk about that real quick. It was like a conflation. He was conflating. He was essentially saying this war was because we want to, or the government wants to cover up the Epstein files. That's a false dichotomy. That's a conflation. The reality is, we're going to war because we're blackmailed by the Epstein files. You know, and it's just the guy is very strong, you know, and he talks over people. And so I just wanted to also tell you, the YouTube people, just show him a little mercy because, you know, they're used to you guys smashing these type of people. But I understand you want to bring diverse voices, so that's all I wanted to say.
Let's take a look
Yeah,
at
thanks, Mo.
this.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get some other speakers up. We need to hang on. Let me just try to see if I can
5
find
minutes.
out.
Checks out.
May's jump in with any news, please.
Okay, I do see some news. So there was some interesting power outages yesterday.
Checks out.
Cuba was completely out of power. They're still not back on. They're working on that now. And also Iraq was completely out of power. Still got to get a status update. I haven't seen anything on that. Something else that's interesting is Tehran threatens the Iraq's Kurdish leaders, basically saying that we will strike directly if Iranian separatists cross the border. I think they're talking about the Kurd separatists. And then let's see negotiations. Okay, so Iran says we have no intention to negotiate with the United States. We are ready to continue the war as long as necessary. They have no intention to negotiate with Washington. There's no basis for negotiations with the USA. Can continue military operations, said Mohammed Mokbel.
Yeah, so took this volume imbalance here.
Towards the Americans, there is no basis for this negotiation. The important thing is that we can continue the conflict. We have experience of an 8-year war. Historical experience shows that we're not afraid of war, and we're not afraid to continue as long as it's necessary.
And it keeps coming down.
But,
Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait until the open.
Okay.
You see it came down relatively fast, as I mentioned a few minutes ago. During the open, this would have been just one like wick, or would have taken like a second.
But if anybody else has any, then jump in.
Adam, are you back with us now, or are you going off again?
Who did you say? Whose name?
Adam,
I'm back.
Adam.
I'm back for.
Look at the 15-minute.
And I had to do a bit of.
Back for the long haul, as in awake for the long haul, or having a little kip on the panel for the long
No,
haul?
I had to do like handover stuff for the main job, but that's kind of over now.
Nice, nice. Welcome to the uncorporate world.
Yeah, yeah. It's yeah. I feel good about that. There's literally.
We do have a gap here. With this volume imbalance here.
Yeah, I like being independent, and I prefer freedom to anything else really. So yeah, I'd rather just work for myself.
Let's see real quick.
It's a good time to move to Dubai as self-employed now.
Yeah, I like this. I like this 15-minute gap here.
Literally just the other day, they were saying you should move to Dubai because of you being self-employed, and I was like, I don't know, I don't know. And now this happened.
Did you hear in the parliament they were trying to tax the people that were moving to?
And don't forget.
So funny.
Try hide away from taxes.
Yeah, just mention this.
Yeah, there's a lot of rage in the UK about it, the tax thing. You know, because everyone here is broke, so they're really mad about the people who go and dodge taxes over there.
But even when people were applying on the government website for help to try come back to the UK, there were a lot of people saying they got emails from student finance straight after, like the next morning. So it was a bit of a trap.
Yeah, student finance is such a scam. It's such a scam. Most people don't ever pay it off, and it only grows in size as your career goes on. So like you're paying like thousands a year, and it doesn't even dent the interest.
Oh,
So
let's look at the
why would you want to pay into a
regular trading hours.
taking part in Nazi
Excuse me.
You know, I don't think it's just. I think it's past the point where it's moral to pay taxes to these pedophiles.
Which is here.
So you know, when the government puts on a flight, right, to bring its citizens back, when the UK government does in a wartime situation,
120. Okay, nice and even number.
Repatriate all our British citizens back to the UK.
Back to electronic trading hours.
What a normal fare would be for a single journey, and you have to pay for that flight, but they don't tell you that. So they come across all concerned and all of
right
this,
over
and you have
here.
to pay for it. If you
Okay.
don't pay for it, you're just going to be lumbered and stuck there. Basically, that's what it is. So when you see these headlines saying, "Oh, we brought back, 300 people from America or from Iran or from the Middle East. British citizens were flown back by the British government." Yeah, they were, but they paid double the price.
And from the UAE, it wasn't even direct. I heard they have to go to Muscat
So,
and then fly from there. So that's another journey they have to pay for.
according to the RTH trade setup,
I hope that they can get out.
price should go up after the open.
Are you joking, Adam?
So,
Looking at some of
let's
the
see
hotels
though.
that are like advertised at 60 quid a night in Dubai that used to be like
It
700
might
quid a night, and I'm thinking,
go all the way down here first.
I'm thinking, Suleiman, listen, like, I can get a cheap flight. And he was like, "Are you feeling all right? It's a war zone." And I was like, "Listen, I'm not going to be in a hotel. They're not going to care. I'm not going to be in no CIA agent hotel. I'm going to be safe.
We have these news here, but
Doing my space
they're only the
by the pool."
natural gas.
I'm like, you know what? Weather here's been rubbish. Let me
But because of the war,
go chill by a pool. And I'll give you real footage as well. I'll literally be like literally.
this might have more of an impact than usual.
So I'll be able to give you real footage.
So that's why I even added it on the chart.
I'll go to the same hotels if you give me a good recommendation of what's good.
Even the property prices will probably be amazing as well.
I think so, yeah.
I
And
was
Adam and
thinking
I
about
can be
that.
the reporters on the ground. Adam and I can be the reporters on the ground.
Yeah, we'll report for you. We'll report back on the real estate market. We'll become real estate journalists for a few months. But yeah, if the real estate prices crash, I could be tempted, honestly.
But the people I feel for are the people that leave the UK and go to like Dubai as real estate agents.
This gap here might
It's just commission based. That will basically
give us a reversal here too if
a year at least.
it takes out this low.
Yeah. I think that's like the worst.
Would be the typical sweep, right? Just go below here, maybe to here or here, and then reverse.
Areas, thankfully, and hopefully, I think it is decreasing as well. I've heard like it's decreasing. I think they've like hit, because how many times can you hit these assets? How many assets can you have? US assets.
Like on the 1 minute,
It's going to reopen. They said in a few days. Hopefully that's it.
some people might say, "Oh, this was a
on Israel now.
market maker sell model," and yeah, maybe I can see that.
I thought that was supposed to be at 4:30, but this is on the Department of War site now as like live video.
Like manipulation, distribution.
So I don't know. Maybe
I can see that.
coming on earlier, but I'll see what I can find out.
Let me check.
But then here is where
Also, do you remember
yeah.
we could have a
Just
market maker buy model
they put the link on.
form, right?
But I don't think it's started.
Here and then up.
Let's see if they've got a time listed for it.
Or if you're more familiar with Wyckoff, this would be just a new cycle maybe.
Hold the horizon
I'm gonna
No.
leave it at
Sorry,
the
Phil, jump in and
on the 15-minute,
what's going on with this?
I was just gonna say,
and then I'm gonna take a small
a country that believes
bathroom break.
cannot acquire a nuclear bomb and they have to be dismantled or something like that. Don't you find it ironic how a lot of the commanders were briefing a lot of the troops saying this is a biblical war, and they quoted biblical prophecies as well? It's just kind of ironic.
Yeah, it's literally Christian ISIS, Christian terrorism. You know, they're talking about the holy war and how, you know, what's his name? Lindsey Graham was literally saying this is a religious war. We need to go over there and fight the apostates, the disbelievers, the people who believe in different prophets. Like Hegseth said that literally, they believe in Islamic prophets, and we
All
don't
right.
allow them nuclear capabilities.
I'm gonna take that
And it's like
break. Just gonna.
it's like ISIS. You know, even though ISIS is a Judeo-Christian organization created and funded by the CIA and Mossad, but it's like, it's funny. People's mental algorithms don't compute that you have like extremists and fanatics of all stripes here, and that this brand of fanatics, the Judeo-Christian type of fanatic, the Judeo-Christian terrorist, has murdered
All right.
millions of people
I'll
in this century.
be right back.
Because the war on terror claimed slaughtered millions and millions of lives, and George Bush and Tony Blair both talked about God's plan and holy war and the commanders, and also senior neocons, the ones that weren't Jewish, of course. The Christian ones talked about, you know,
up. We're just gonna have to I don't know, just make do with it for the moment.
Oh, I see a mirror.
And I'm back, but I see everyone else is gone.
Because on Twitter, the video started playing up.
Oh, it's live?
Took the low here.
I'd like to introduce the commander of the United States Southern Command, General Francis Donovan.
I don't know who that is. Mace, do you want to play it? Are you okay to play it?
I have to grab my laptop.
Okay, yeah, I don't know who this General Southern Donovan is, Francis Donovan is. So yeah, you've got time to go grab it because you don't want to listen to the side shows. You just want to listen to him, right?
I don't know. I was just gonna peep out. It depends. I mean, I don't know who this guy is. I think they both kind of just take questions. First, they give their spiel, and then I think they take questions. So we'll see. I'm gonna grab anyone.
Thank you. Right. Doc, it's just above where you've just messaged me now. You're gonna have to leave this. Oh, Doc's back on the panel. Got Doc.
I will try this long here. 9:23.
Doc, can you hear us? Okay, I don't think Doc can.
Actually, 9:50. Excuse me. Got enough money from early today to trade a little bit more risky. RTH was at 120 up here, so
yeah, Doc, can you hear us?
a good size gap.
Is someone speaking?
And most of the time during a war,
This is the video. Tell me if you guys get bored.
markets are rather more on the bullish side, but that's only after the initial shock where you get a dump. But then markets like war, unfortunately. That's how it is. So yesterday someone asked me if I'm Ryan. I don't know if you're watching. And I didn't. I kind of completely disregarded this whole basic rule that markets like war. You know, war that is on the other side of the world. It doesn't really affect a lot of people if you're not there.
Yeah, I'm in Dubai. I'm actually by Jebel Ali. In the beginning, it was mostly just intercepted missiles, but today it's been a lot of jets flying.
How are you feeling over there?
It's safer than Los Angeles, even with the war. So.
Yeah, so you feel it. You're feeling safe.
The U.S. New York session bullish. Asia bearish. Saw this pump here during London. Now the sell-off And now,
One point about, you're right, they're not trying to kill civilians. That would really work against them. But
I'm
they're
guessing,
definitely taking out munitions,
rather leaning
storage and supplies,
bullish
resupply
for
to
New
certain
York.
points for the United States Navy. And, well, any military lift to support the forward deployed units, and we don't have it there. And now we really don't have it.
This news could
Casualties in UAE?
change the
There's been
sentiment.
was all the casualties are from debris. So
Okay.
Usually, natural gas doesn't really is really not a high impact news item, but because of the war, it might be.
To go to the United States and say, hey, you know, can we pursue peace? Can we stop this? Like they're trying to get the Gulf to kind of jump in and try to maybe pressure them to put an end to the attacks. I think that's maybe one of their strategies.
So
Have you noticed? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say it's working because
just over like 6 minutes until the open.
I saw that as well. I don't know if it was confirmed or not, but I know that the GCC has recently, or they either are
I'll turn on this indicator.
concerning joining defenses, but you know,
So far,
against Iran, you know, they don't want this war clearly. I mean, maybe Saudi Arabia does. They're, you know, but the Gulf nations that are on the east do not want this for sure.
Hey, Red.
well, the gap so far right now is actually
Anything about the uprising?
bigger right now.
There was a huge civilian uprising.
Again, you know,
in
depends.
Doha, I think it was.
We're waiting for the 9:30 open, and then we're looking at the. Why does this give me a different price for the regular trading hours?
Yeah. Are you noticing less? Are you noticing less missiles coming in over time?
Yeah, I mentioned that when I first got on the space, the first maybe 2-3 days. I mean, like I said, I literally
At 120, or did I screw up here?
close to where we are. And you know, actually, I saw
No.
some impacts, but as of today and yesterday, I mean, it's dropped a lot. I mean, a lot. Like I said, today the only thing we've been seeing is just, or hearing more so, are fighter jets flying.
Hold on a second.
Thank you for that. Sorry, I don't know.
Let's check the 1 minute here. Maybe that's why.
The reason for Bahrain's uprising was, I think, because most of the population.
Okay. That is why.
I mean, dude, this is the reality of the situation. Most of the, I don't want to say the word tension, but let's use the word, a strong word like hatred against the United States in these areas in the Gulf and Arabia and Muslim countries. 99% of it is
Right.
related to the
Okay.
Israel.
All right.
I think that's pretty clear to everyone.
Now back to electronic.
Even people that are getting struck in their own countries on the Gulf, some people
15 minute.
support it per se, but you know, they're against Israel.
Yeah, that's why it's good to have an indicator. Sometimes there is just human error.
I mean, I can understand that culturally.
Even in Pakistan, I think it was the death toll was 200 from the American.
Not like indicators sometimes don't make errors, but
Guys, listen, I've just got
it's like right now,
and I wanted to break in. We're gonna get
it was me.
so we can bring people up, and it works. FARS news agencies reporting that U.S. Israel have targeted 2 more schools in Para and southwest of Tehran. I don't know if anyone can find anything on that, but 2 more schools is what they've targeted. And very, very quickly, guys, I want everyone to
I know a lot of lines, yada yada yada. I like a clean chart, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. I like a chart where I know where stuff is.
Support his work in journalism. You can actually do it via Super Chat. Buy me a Ko-fi, buy him a Ko-fi or crypto. That's the first tweet. The links are there. The second
All
one,
right,
you can follow him on
about
YouTube.
2.5 minutes
Join the
here.
conversation. Go to YouTube, subscribe. It's free to subscribe. Press the bell icon. Give it a thumbs up to like the stream.
Yeah, guys.
This one,
Can you hear that
one's
lady?
really good because it's a new initiative. It
He
costs
said to
nothing. It's to go to TikTok.
like
If you're not on
my
TikTok,
video
open a quick account.
and subscribe
Most of you are
to my
probably on
channel.
TikTok, so you can see the post in the nest. It's his TikTok account. The handle is Sheikh Suleiman X. Same handle as on here, but with an X. But the third post in the nest, which is above where you can see Suleiman and myself on your screen on the space, just go above, scroll above that, and you'll see 3 dots. Those are 3
Like
posts
and
there.
subscribe
The third post
to
there is his TikTok.
Mosaic Trader.
Give that a follow. It's really important. He's putting fantastic content on there. In about 15 minutes, that's going to be
I also have
I'm
some
told by his team,
fantastic content.
the new videos and clips that he's done when he's away. So that you'll have access to. You'll be able to share it. He has been going live on there every day. Although it's hilarious when he goes live because he's just learning the rules and it'll be in the middle of a really serious point and it'll be like, oh mate, somebody just put a hat on my head. What's that? That's freaky. And he just breaks out into these little things. What is this? Don't crash. Can everybody else hear the music?
Yeah. It's crashing.
No, it's not going to crash. Guys, just in case it does, make sure you've got your notifications on for Suleiman. And how you do that is go to his profile and click that little bell icon and press all posts. That's how you put your notifications on for him. Go to his profile, and where it says follow, next to that is a bell icon. Click on that bell icon and go up to
All right.
Okay, that's how you do it. But give him a follow on TikTok, guys.
Less than 1 minute
Give him a follow on TikTok.
until the horse
He's
race.
really trying to grow his TikTok audience and putting a lot of effort into that. So yeah, please give that a follow. I just want to go back to some news really quickly as well.
I still have that 1 micro. Yeah, I'm gonna draw down.
Now speaking, I've never seen him before.
But
Who's all these people, random people, man? This guy looks like a Muslim with his beard and glasses, but he's speaking on the Department of War. Doc, go on, jump in, can you hear us?
that's only put in like a
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now.
very small dent
Wow, that's really weird what was going on.
into my profits from earlier today. So less than 10%.
Still listening for
So
the last 20 minutes.
here we go.
I have no news because I just woke up and having my coffee.
In the middle
At some point, you guys will do
of the RTH gap, right here again, right around 70, 69.
And that seemed to be the news of the night. So
Yeah, it really needs to get above
just to keep the
here
conversation going, I'll talk about my dentist
and
appointment,
here.
which is when I cut off yesterday afternoon. I'm sorry.
Did you get the gas?
No.
Or any kind of
I had
bullishness.
been hit with a baseball when I was a kid, and it took out the front 6 teeth in my mouth. And I had just gotten those teeth, because that's how old I was. And so what they did is they sort of stuffed them back in there, sutured it up. But all those teeth...
If you went long right now, just before the open, you should already be taking profits.
Those failed the
I mean,
last few days. So I went in, had
already more than
3 teeth exactly.
60, 70 points. Take profits, bro.
And a temporary bridge put in. It's a very... I can't imagine anything that scares me more.
This could still dump.
I've this for the last 15 years. He's an Iranian Jew. And just the sweetest man.
It needs to get above here again.
Very, very
You
comforting
know,
to someone who has a severe anxiety about sitting in a dentist chair.
this
He
daily
knows that I'm,
gap.
political.
Right now, it's kind of rejecting from it. So
And the whole office, they're all Persians. His staff are all Persians. Most of the clients are Persians.
I think no one's here. Like the best part. Wow. Can't believe it.
Probably 60% Jewish, culturally.
Like always like that. Let's go. So, RTH trade success. I'm calling it.
His response would be
It's like
critical of the United
3 points
States
away.
and supportive of Iran. but it was exactly the opposite. So this guy, just a sweet guy, is one of those who came over, after the first Gulf War.
Let's go.
And brought most of his family here, but he still has a couple of uncles in Tehran. And his basic takeaway is the Iranian government is horrible, they're killers, they're murderers, and he hopes the U.S. prevails. And I said, well, I think that's extremely unlikely. And he's very apolitical, but he's very passionate about, he's a monarchist. So we saw, someone, I don't know who it was yesterday, I think, was saying, maybe it was Adam, that this is going to drive a lot of Muslims out of the Middle East and into countries like California. I don't really think we're part of the United States anymore with our government, our democratic government.
Yep, absolutely, that's what's going to happen. I think someone said yesterday 100,000 Iranians have left. If this drags on and becomes what Trump wants it to be, that number's only going to grow. Flying, Walrus, go ahead.
Hey, thanks, Adam. I appreciate it. Just a quick update here. There's a rocket alert for pretty much all of Israel. It's looking like Jerusalem. It looks like the area.
Let's go.
Tel Aviv.
Who's still watching?
So that's coming through. I don't know if you guys heard about Azerbaijan getting hit this morning by a drone claimed to be from Iran. It seems like, I've never seen this before where day by day.
Yeah, Iran denied it.
Yeah, I saw that as well, and that's and it seemed like the Azerbaijani government was like gung-ho on retaliating against Iran, and it's just sad to see this one country kind of taking on this here, and
I forget about this year.
are willing to join this U.S. kind of military campaign against them. I
Yeah.
wish them the best of luck. On a side note,
I'm thinking it should keep on going. So if you're long from this RTH trade, keep a runner.
false information out there, especially from
Take profits,
U.S. intelligence
but keep a runner.
putting out statistics like 86% of Iranian missile supply has been destroyed. Iran is 101.7 million square kilometers large, right? There is no scenario where even the U.S. military with the Israeli Air Force
120 points since the open.
Not only in this short of a time, but I think in a long-term scenario either. These conditions have been...
Let's go.
These people have been preparing for this for 47 years. I highly doubt, I think that's where the miscalculation comes in, is that they think that they understand, number one, how many missile launches they have, how many missiles they have.
Sorry, Flying. There's some more breaking news, and I'm getting this from one of our regulars on YouTube. It says there's another report about US targeting 30 plus police stations. I think we're going to have to just keep interrupting because a lot of news is coming out now, guys, and we will go to the HEXEC press conference as well. And just once more, and I'm giving the mic back to you, Flying, but I want to keep it really about the topic at hand. Let's pick this
Here's how takeoff.
There is a tweet in the net.
This indicator.
Suleiman's profile for his TikTok. I'm going to keep asking you, please go and give his
RTH trade
a follow.
worked
He will
beautifully.
be live on there this evening again. Sorry, Flying, go ahead.
And I hear a lot of people saying that this is theater, this is managed theater. Yesterday, China just told its main diesel exporters to hold all diesel, no more exports of diesel.
Take profits.
You know what?
Take profits.
Tanks,
Yeah,
ships, military equipment. Why would China,
But
where oil
keep
and
around.
Asian markets is at $100,
Just repeating this.
where they could be
And
making
just tune in.
killing on
And
this,
of course,
would want to hold their diesel right now.
the sound
It
must
just
be
tells
loud
me
to
that
me,
they're,
maybe
they're
turn up.
interpreting this as a long-term destabilization.
Can reset
And I think
again,
this is
hold on.
going to continue to escalate.
Hello? Do you guys hear a difference? To me, it sounds like a lot better.
Hey, Flying Walrus. Looking
Let
at
me
your
know
profile picture
in the
here, I
chat.
gotta tell you, it triggers the F out of me right now. Bush Senior, look at me.
Okay, so
Wait, say that again. I thought I changed my profile picture.
I'm watching this 5-minute gap
Looks
here.
to me like you're George Bush Senior or Bush Senior.
Well,
If it can
Palestine there.
get above it and stay above,
Yeah, well, I gotta, maybe you have to just renew it. Did you recently change it?
then that's
Last 2 days here.
Oh, okay. There it is.
bullish.
Yeah, maybe it's because your posts are protected, but anything.
Go on his profile.
I'm
Doc,
glad you
and,
changed it.
Yeah.
Glad.
Go on, Doc. Sorry to interrupt.
No, okay. Now that I went back and looked at your profile, I see the change.
So
I've got
3
breaking
votes
news, guys. I just want to keep it as much as possible.
in the
So
poll.
Stephen Miller says
Yeah.
Latin Americans, not a single one of your nations should tolerate the existence
Most people
of a
bear,
single square mile of
well,
territory that is under the
2 out of the
control of
3.
any entity other than the
So
sovereign governments of your country. I don't know why they've done a whole thing.
you can still
before
vote.
Pete Hegseth
The
said
day
it's
isn't
not
over.
thing to the Latin American countries. So I don't know what that's about. They have bombed 2 schools, guys.
So the RTH trade
They
offered
have actually bombed 2 schools. Bezalel
I mean, if you got in
who is Israel's finance minister,
at the lowest,
said, soon the southern
let's call it 970.
suburb of Beirut will be reduced to rubble, like Khan Yunis.
Yeah,
Khan Yunis was like,
you can do the math.
I guess it was mid-south of Gaza. Khan Yunis is an area in Gaza. And he's saying soon the southern suburb of Beirut will be reduced to rubble, like Khan Yunis. They're hitting it hard. Sirens in Tel Aviv.
I still have a runner.
Sirens in Tel Aviv.
I'll just keep it at
World
this
Health
point.
Organization says it's verified 13 attacks on health infrastructure in Iran.
Why not?
13 attacks on health. This doesn't happen by accident. They're bombing hospitals. They're literally bombing hospitals.
Nice bounce here
Khan SB.
from that 270
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the mic.
level here.
I do have an update to share as well. It's the Keir Starmer that's
Okay, so
saying that he will be sending
it is slowing down here a little bit.
to join their squadron in Qatar.
If you went long,
And I also want
please
to
take
ask
at least
a
some
panel.
profits.
Just one
Come
second,
on.
Khan SB. Keir Starmer's also making a live press conference. I don't believe him for a second, but you know what he says? Adam, do you know what your Prime Minister says? He says, I took the decision that the UK will not join the initial strikes on Iran by US and Israel. Adam, do you think your Prime Minister even knew the strikes were going to happen until way after they'd happened?
No, absolutely not. It's funny how they've changed the story so many times now. They're just scrambling.
He's
Well,
trying
they
to
know-
gain he's trying to get an ounce of self-respect. Go on, who was going to say, Doc, was it you?
Yeah, that was me. They know they can do this. They know they can lie, turn a 180.
Anyone
facts,
take the
lie,
trade?
and have the media cover their butts. I mean, there's been no accountability for COVID and all the lives.
Let me know in the chat.
And they're changing their tune. They're reversing their course on the cause. You know where it came from. All of it, and people bought it, and they've moved on. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
So,
yeah.
somebody on YouTube's made a really interesting point. Oh, damn, where is it? Let me just give me 1 second and I'm going to bring it right back up. I just glitched out. It's No Name says the Israelis can't hit the launchers, so they're trying to hit the civilian population to weaken the resolve of the Iranian people. And I think that's really important. We have to remember that. And that is what they're trying to do. But they tried it in Gaza and they failed. They don't realize how detested and hated the demonic
I do
Israel
think
is.
eventually,
They would rather die than support Israel. They can hate their government.
by the end of the
They
day,
despise anybody as much
it's
as
going to
they
end up
despise Israel ever. If anything,
a lot
when
higher.
children are laid dying, they will unite against Israel. They will never
Potentially
support Israel.
here,
So, yeah, but I think
around
that's a
here.
really important point.
But
Sorry, I don't know who was speaking. Adam, back to you. I think it was Khan, right?
Yeah, it was Khan, yeah.
The market just opened like 12 minutes ago, so plenty of time to
Let me rewind it, actually. Listen to his blood wandering.
throw you off.
Welcome, all of you, to Southern Command this morning. I'm honored to be the first Secretary of War to lead a hemispheric defense conference like this in more than 30 years. This conference is about you. This conference is about us. This conference is not called the America apostrophe S, America's Counter Cartel Conference. It's the America's Counter Cartel Conference. This is about what we together can do. You know, it's been more than 200 years since our nation struggled for independence from foreign rule. The War of 1812.
So in the background, I just have some news going. I'm not saying I agree or disagree with anything that I'm hearing. And just some news. And right now, we're listening to some people listening to this press conference or whatever it is. So, just as a side note,
leading a charge against German mercenaries fighting for the British. The enemy fired a musket ball at him.
Maybe I'll just turn this off for right now.
Governor of Virginia, Secretary of War, and one of our greatest presidents. In 1823, President
Oh my God, I'm going to forward this. This guy's going to hit people.
We want unfettered access to key terrain and trade so that our nations can industrialize. And we want to prevent external powers from threatening our peace and independence in our shared neighborhood. This is the essence of the Monroe Doctrine. No external power will interfere in this hemisphere. Ours should be a region of strong, sovereign nations. It's the same principle that animates President Trump's defense approach today. President Trump and his Department of War are ushering in a new era of homeland and hemispheric defense, rooted in the unique heritage of our nation and your nations. Under President
Homeland
Trump,
and hemisphere defense.
you see, the Department of War was established by General George Washington and served our nation from its founding.
Okay. I'll
War II. Many of your countries also once had ministries of.
I'll just turn this off for now. The news.
Trump, our nation has a newfound resolve that our founders would
yeah.
recognize.
All right. So if you're still bullish, like look for longs right here. You know, simple logic. Took this low here, or these lows, if you want. So I'm thinking it should take this high here now, or at least pretty close to it. I mean, it got close to it. And to the previous day, oh my God, previous day close, and this weekly gap. So we might range right between here and here for a while. Yeah, and we still have these news here at 10:30, but again, most of the time, low impact news, but I added it to the chart because it's natural gas. I think, what was it, inventory? So right now, with the war, it might be relevant. But could be also, like usually, a nothing burger. All right. What's pumping up here? For it to continue though, has to clear this weekly gap and this high. The next stop should be this high here. Should go through this gap here. Yeah. Still choppy. Let's look at the 1 minute here. So if you're just scalping, or you still didn't take any profits, take some around here. Like between here and that high, this high, this high here. Right, and we also have this volume node here. Resistance. Actually, if you want to be really safe, you should take some off now. Unless you're super bullish. Or you want to hold like all day. You know, not like scalping, but like intraday trading. Five minute. Yeah, well, definitely stalling here a little bit. Doesn't mean it can't get through. But definitely some resistance here. But yeah, I should take this high here. If it can't right now, then you're looking at chop in between here, like probably this range here, until PM session, or maybe lunch. All right, let me try to turn on the news again. Let's see.
Stephen.
America in bombing the Russian Nord Stream pipeline after sanctioning Russia. Now the European Union.
Let me know in the chat
do you want to share
if you don't want to
gas with us, because I think we might
listen to news
and
in the background.
The general message from Russia is
looks like
right?
a bunch of people already, just left.
Similar position. So when I was thinking about our position in the UK, and I was thinking, why would they be doing that? They know this war is going to have ramifications They know. America knows. I mean, they may not have a plan about what they're going to do in terms of strategically, militarily to win the war, but they know the impact on oil, on this, on that. They have worked that out, right? These are big corporations behind it, as Simon says. So I'm thinking, right, what is it they want to do in the UK? So let's have a look. They've already done this in one city. I don't know. Are you listening to this, Adam? As a Brit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to listen to this, right? Let me just... Okay. One of the things they want to do here is they want to, and they've started doing it, is bring in... Okay, let me start back. So, about a few months ago, I got a flat tire, so I called out. What we have is called the AA, like they're a roadside service that'll come and fix anything for you. So I called them out to come and change my tire, and when they came to change my tire, I was talking to the guy, and he was like, you know what? He said, now we're all being trained. He said, and it's a quite a big organization. He was like, so many of them are leaving because they're all being trained on electric vehicles. And I was like, really? And he says, oh yeah. He says there's going to be very, very few people left that can deal with like normal gas vehicles, petrol, diesel vehicles now. He said, and I'm not going to touch an electric vehicle because I've seen them blow up. He said, and these lamppost street lights, he said, have you noticed how they changed them all over the last few years? They've phased out the stronger ones and made them like solar. And I said, I have. And he said, that's because they're going to be connected to electric vehicles as you move around. And I said, are you kidding me? And he says, no. He says, it's all phasing out. And about 3 weeks after that, I was with somebody and he was asking me about where the nearest gas station was that had a car wash or something. I can't remember. So when I looked it up, Shell is a big chain of gas stations in London. So I looked up Shell, and just randomly on the Shell website, it says we're phasing out petrol stations and gas stations. So you won't find as many, and all of these ones have closed down, and all of these ones have closed down because people are going to be moving to electric vehicles. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute, like, how is this happening when like they're shutting down these gas stations? So how far will we have to go to get gas in 2 years' time if they're shutting them down at that stage? And then I put it out of my mind. And then about 6 weeks ago, Keir Starmer announced the first 15-minute city, right? 15-minute cities are draconian, and it's like being in a 15-minute prison. They're going to give you so many passes a year to allow you to leave you have to live within a 15-minute radius of your home. And everything you need is going to be in that 15-minute radius of your home, they say. And the way they're selling it in the UK, and this is coming to America as well, by the way, and it's coming to Europe, it's coming to the whole Western world. And the way they sell it is, oh, we don't think you have to go far, you should go far for anything. So basically, if everything's within a 15-minute radius, your supermarket, your doctors, your dentist, your school, that should be great. And people are like, oh yeah, that's great. So they bought the first one in. It's in Oxford in England. Now, if you look it up, they will give you so many passes per household that allow you to leave your 15-minute radius so many times a year as a household. That means if your family lives outside of the 15-minute radius, you can go to them. That means going to the airport, anything. If you exceed that number of passes, you get fined.
I'm going to turn on the volume
right?
on the news here.
These digital prisons in 15-minute cities. So I was thinking, the cost of oil and gas.
So it took this high.
Like, people are not going to be able to afford it. Australia's probably going to really struggle. The UK's really going to struggle. But then I'm thinking, but they're phasing out the gas stations anyway, and they started that about a year ago. Look on their websites. Go and look on the Shell website, right? And it'll tell you. So they've started phasing out the gas stations. They're going to enforce electric cars on people, and they're already doing that in the UK. So in London, you have to pay like so many extra fees and charges on a daily basis if you drive into London, if you don't have an electric car, and you get so many like discounts and stuff on an electric car. Then these 15-minute cities, if you're living within a 15-minute radius, you don't really even need a car, and you certainly don't need, you can do with a little electric car just to buzz you around here or there. They know we're not going to be able to afford the gas. They know we're not going to be able to afford the oil. They're going to put these 15-minute cities in, and that's what they're going to do to us.
I think this is a part of the plan, and I'm really glad you brought this up because I think this is something that we all need to think about, like a bigger picture. None of us know what the hell's really going on, and yeah, I think that's part of the plan, Beatrice, and I'm glad you mentioned it. Yeah, I think you're spot on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to go through. Adam, what do you think of that, given what's happening in the UK and the shifts we're making, digital ID, facial scanning, all of that's coming in, right?
I agree with all of that, honestly. I try to talk about it myself, but because people don't talk about it enough, so I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah, and it's happening quickly. It's happening quickly. Like it's going to happen in our life.
So I
So people should
accidentally closed my trade
of this and trying to prevent it. But
a few minutes ago.
yeah, like I said, not enough people are speaking about.
I mean, it was like around here.
But now they're doing all the stuff like I mentioned in America. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure it's everywhere else. They've got kill switches in our cars now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not terrible,
Tesla, do you know they
but
killed it? And he's spoken about it on the
I was gonna try
I don't mind mentioning it, otherwise what do you do with Tesla?
to let it run even more.
But they killed it, and they have got kill switches in the car. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's the framework is there. The framework is there. They keep implementing new technologies that, conveniently enough, are very synergistic for control grids in totalitarian rule. Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, go on.
Sorry. We had we've got a large.
All right. So who's still in here?
A hardware retail outlet here.
Because I'm thinking.
They basically dominate the whole market in hardware. Huge stores. They're probably a bit like a Walmart in America, but just for hardware. So we found out about.
Thinking about
they've been trolling facial recognition.
ending the stream here.
Illegally, not that I don't. All laws are illegal.
Went for 3.5 hours.
And so then they went to court or something about, got overturned. They said they were welcome to do it. And so basically, this has been this facial recognition stuff. It seems
Pretty good stream.
I feel a bit bad for you guys in the UK because it seems like it's nearly ubiquitous, probably already where you guys are. But in Australia, it's a bit of a shock. It was something we hadn't really even contemplated. So that just goes along with it. These big companies are going to implement these things unbeknownst to us.
Now again.
Yeah, and in general, we'll keep pushing on.
What is it with this volume?
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
Yeah, wait, do you want to respond to that, Beatrice?
I'm ending this stream here.
Yeah, no, look, I just think that the
Peace
West
out.
is, and Simon used to say this, right? He used to say that